Hey guys, it's the Comics Kid, and welcome back to Our Life Beginning and Always. Recording this just really quick, the day before it goes up, and editing it later in the night. Oh dear God, I do not look forward to being you, future me. Anyway, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, so yeah.
Well, let's get into it.
Your parents waved goodbye to the three of you as you backed up onto the street. There was a sound of the front door closing behind you. I'm pretty positive I saw some restaurants when I was in that taxi, not too far from here. Yeah, it's a tourist town, isn't it? There's a lot of them around. Kyra put her hands on her hips and smiled at her son.
Well,
You sound like the area expert. Do you have any recommendations for a place nearby? Not really. Kyra pouted at him a little and turned to you instead. How about you, Bill? Want to point me in the right direction? Sure, I have a couple favorites. You'd been to a lot of the places in town, and there were a couple that stood out from all the rest. There's a Chinese restaurant that me and my family go to all the time. It's my mom's favorite. There's also a tropical themed place that tries to sort of be fancy. Both sound like a treat. I'll leave it to you to pick for us, since Cove is going through a I'm so sorry, Cove. He huffed at her and turned his face away. I like Chinese places more, I guess. I've never really been to a tropical. I think I've been to a Hawaiian place once, but I've been to like Chinese restaurants more.
thank you.
You're welcome. Will you show us the way? You nodded, taking the lead of your little group as Cove and his mom followed behind you. Together, the three of you left the neighborhood behind. Whoa. Grocery store. The walk was about 15 minutes, and along the way, Kyra asked a lot of questions about the area. Cove was quiet most of the time, so you ended up answering her instead. Kyra explained that she lived in a big city, and she loved how peaceful and relaxing everything seemed in Sunset Bird. The restaurant was busy as usual, but luckily you were shown right to a small table. Kyra lowered herself into a chair while Cove picked the one diagonal to her, not facing her or to her side. It was awkward. Let's see. To start, what would you all like to drink? I'll have an orange soda.
Noted.
Bill? You know what? I'm gonna answer typically my go-tos are either milk or root beer, but since I'm having like grape juice, like I have grape juice right beside me, I'm gonna pick juice. Which flavor? Shit. Let's just go with apple. Sure. Kyra placed the order for your drinks, getting a black hot coffee for herself, and it didn't take long before they were brought to the table and set in front of you. You took a long sip of your drink as you looked around the restaurant. Your small group checked over the menus, and you decided to order the usual thing. You had been to this restaurant many times, so you knew what was good and what wasn't already. Kyra and Cove didn't need any encouragement for this. They were totally focused on the information in front of them. Soon, the meals, too, were ordered and the menus taken away. You glanced at the table surface, waiting to figure out what to say. Cove awkwardly sunk back further into his seat and crossed his arms, while blatantly avoiding eye contact. The sidewall must be really interesting to him right now. His cellular feelings today were unignorable. Instead of asking more open questions, he'd rush off. Kyra had mercy on her son and instead put her focus towards you.
So?
What's a few things that you're into? There's gotta be something you do for fun, especially now that you're not buried in school assignments. I'm really... It's... games are fun. I like to play. Video games. I don't know much about them. Maybe you can show me sometime. And... I like to read... Ooh, comic books. Alright, comic books. Oh, just like Cove's daddy back in the day. Great! Fiction novels. Me too. Me too. Nothing beats curling up with a good book. Manga. I haven't heard of that style, but I'm sure it's very good. I like to watch TV. It's pretty addicting when you find a good series, isn't it? Movies. Kyra nodded her head, and you guess she must like that too. And I go to the beach and build sandcastles. That sounds like a lot of fun. Walk along the shore. That's a nice way to relax. I hope to be able to spend time on the shore while I'm here myself. Look for seashells. I keep the best ones I find for my collection. I'm sure it's an incredible collection. And music. I listen to it a lot. I have an MP3 player at home that my mom helped me put some music on. And I've seen some concerts. Awesome. Oh, I could. Nah, I'm not. Drawing. I filled out a lot of sketchbooks. And I create digitally. My computer at home doesn't really have all the programs I need. And I hang out with people. I'm into sports. I write things. I still spend time studying fashion. And you didn't say anything else. Thanks. I'm happy to learn more about you. There's so much I hadn't heard. Cove leaves the details out. So what exactly did Cove say about me? Totally wasn't nonchalant about that at all. But we rolled with it. Kyra laughed, holding a hand in front of her mouth. I can't tell you that. I didn't come all this way to embarrass my son too much. Kids are delicate at this. That just made me cringe and die a little. That sentence made me cringe and die a little, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. She laughed again, and you glanced at Cove to see his reaction. He cringed, very much the same. Looking very much like he would rather be anywhere but here. Same, I get that. You're all good, my man. Hoping it would clear some of the tension in the air, you decided to ask Kyra a few questions of your own. Cove hadn't told you much about her, and you were curious to know more about this woman who was such a big part of his life. What do you do exactly for work? I'm a travel writer for magazines and things. I keep people in the loop on what's worth seeing. It's good work. Are you here on work? That would be my next question. I'd be like, oh, cool. So are you here on work as well? And you're just like saving money by staying with their dad, with Cove's dad, or... Wow. What do you like to do? Where do you live normally? Are you in a... what do you like to do? Spend time with my little boy, of course, and traveling. A real shock, huh? She said a big city, but, like, that could mean anything. So, where do you live normally? Nevada. Have you ever been there? I want to. I want to, like, just travel the states. I just want to see it, like, everything. You shook your head. It's a beautiful place. Check it out if you can. Wait, where are we? Where is Sunset Bird at? What state is it in? It would have to be California. It would have to be something along the coast, because that's closest to Nevada, if I'm picturing the map right. I'll check it afterward. Not gonna ask those two questions! No, sirree! It didn't seem to bother her that the conversation dropped. Cove sipped his soda angrily, slurping up the remaining drink with furrowed brows. He looked ready to run straight out of the restaurant. You weren't sure if coming along had ended up making the lunch better or worse. So far, worse, but probably better in the long run. You gave him a silly face, smiled, sympathetic. We're probably gonna do sympathetic look. Flicked a. Yeah. Cove eventually noticed you watching him, and you gave him a look to let him know you were there for him. It was subtle, but you swore you could see the hint of a smile tilting the corner of his lips.
Very cute.
Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. You two seem really cute together. Cove covered his face with his hands and leaned back in his seat.
Seriously?
Mom, why would you say that? Thanks, we are... Why? You just laughed, blushed. Were the two of you really cute together? Your meals were devoured shortly after that, and everything was so delicious, even Cove enjoyed his food.
Okay.
Alright, now that we're all full and content, can you explain, please, why you've had a bug up your butt all day? Cove's face instantly returned to its scrunched form. Seriously, baby, what did Mom do to make you this mad? I haven't even been around a full day yet. I think that's my cue to leave. Goodbye. See you later. What the fuck? She is in her own world. Bruh, Kyra, what the fuck? He gripped the edge of the table, refusing to make eye contact. The words he spoke were barely audible over the din of the restaurant. You could have told me. She leaned forward to not miss anything else, eyebrows raised. Told you what? He finally seemed to find his voice and spoke the thoughts that had been on his mind. That I wasn't going to visit you this year. That you were coming instead. Didn't you invite me? You wanted me here with you? Cove's eyes began to shake, and his frustration ebbed. Future me, what's that word? I do want you around, but I didn't know it'd be like this. It's not the same, and nobody said anything.
I see.
I don't like that. Oh no, I don't like the face and the tone she had. Oh, Cove, you might have dug your grave. Ah, shit.
Her expression grew tense. She threaded her fingers around and placed her hands in front of her on the table. We've both been gifted another Clifford surprise. Who? Huh? What? Who's Clifford? The big red dog? Who? Huh? Huh? Referring to that as a Clifford surprise almost caused both you and Cove to crack a smile. I must be... What? Who? You also had no idea his name wasn't just Oh. I'm a dumbass. Over 5 years, nobody had ever called him Clifford until now. She smoothed her hair out, not letting go of her stern look. The more things change, the more they stay the same. They let out identical sighs, but smiled weakly at one another afterwards.
I'm sorry.
I can go home, Cove. We can still set up a normal trip to my place before the summer ends. Cove's lips tightly closed together. He seriously pondered the option. I think I do want you to stay. I miss it when you're not there. My heart. She reached across the gap, grabbed his face, and planted a kiss on his cheek. Cove tried to wiggle away. Mom, stop. I'm sorry. Sweet young men need to be smooshed by their parents. If I don't, they'll take away my mom license. Kyra was completely enthused by Cove's admission, though a tone of seriousness did return to her voice when the conversation continued. Do you want to talk to your dad too? Cove had snapped the word instantly, but reeled his annoyance back in just as quickly. Maybe later. Not today.
It's alright.
We can shelve it. I understand. Thanks, Mom. Thank you for talking to me, little mister. She grinned affectionately at him before turning your way. And thank you, Bill. What, huh? What did I do? It's easy to act like a baby with your mom. It's harder to keep that up with your neighbor watching everything. Huh? Especially when you really care about what said neighbor thinks of it. Okay, okay, you need to fucking calm down. She winked. Mom! She ruffled his hair with a laugh, and then moved her hand down to tap the end of his nose. And that's how the issue was resolved, at least between Cove and his mom. When the three of you left the restaurant and Kyra had paid the bill, you walked back to your neighborhood slowly. You had eaten so much by that time, you were beginning to feel sleepy. It didn't help that the lunch had happened late and the sun was already beginning to descend from the sky. But eventually, you reached your street. Someone was there to greet your group upon arrival. Welcome back, family. And Bill, too.
Huh.
Cliff. Dad. Uh-oh. I'm not, nope. 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 The two walked past him into the condo without sparing another word. Despite the summer heat, their shoulders were cold. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. He rubbed the back of his neck with a crooked smile, but his eyes were soft as he looked on after them. He's so much like his mom, don't you think? You gave a vague nod, not sure what he was expecting you to do. He nodded back far more energetically. I mean, shit, I guess. Okay. Have a nice night, Bill. You too, Mr. Holden. With that, Cove's dad disappeared to join the other members inside. It was your turn to go home now. Summer hadn't started off at all how you had imagined it would have, though it turned out to set the tone as well. Having Kyra in the neighborhood was a new experience for not only you and Cove, but also your families, and a dull moment was rarely had. Ah! Okay! So we get to have another one of these. Goody gumdrops. Alright, so I'll end it here then. That's a good little video, not good little video to save my ass from having this video up on time. And then next time we'll just... I believe I did basically one of these video, right? I'll have to double check. But yeah, so next time I'll just pick one of these and then I'll just take it from there. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you guys liked it, please leave a like, hit subscribe. It would really help me become a big YouTuber starman. That is eventually what I want to become in life. Ring the bell for notifications to see more Our Life Beginning and Always videos, or just any other video in general. Our Life Beginning Always is an active playthrough that I'm still going through. Some other active playthroughs that I'm going through are Marvel Rivals. I've started The Room 2, Pokemon White, Night in the Woods, and Psychonauts. Some finished playthroughs if you just want to binge an entire playthrough, or if you only have time for a one-off. Some of those are Atma, Would You Rather, Spore, The Room, and Who's That Pokemon? So yeah, so with that, I will see you guys in the next issue. See you!